welcome again to another episode of the Goalpost Gossip. I'm your host, Alton. Without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Okay, welcome back. And let's dive into today's stories. We'll be talking about no other than weekend Premier League actions, right? Yeah. What do you think about this weekend Premier League? Week 23. Depends on the time that you see this podcast. Yeah, week 23. What do you think of week 23? Oh my word. The highlights of week 23 is the Arsenal Manchester United game. Yeah. And Manchester United came out on top. I mean, probably only some Manchester United fans would have seen that coming because it's their teams. So, regardless, they're going to say they're going to beat Arsenal, right? But I'm not going to lie, man. Manchester United did put on a show. And Arsenal cookie is crumbling. The pressure is on their neck. They've been held by the throat right now because they've been hunted down by Manchester United, Manchester City, and Aston Villa, who both got victory over the weekend. So, is Arsenal in panic mode? Yeah. I take a break in this podcast just to shout out to our sponsor, Priority Financials. Priority Financials, they are able to take care of all your taxes. Don't hesitate to reach out to them today. You can call the number that's on the screen or send an email. Priority Financial, take care of all of your tax needs. Reach out today. Arsenal is in panic mode, and it's evident. You know what I mean? Because the way how they're playing very cautious. They just they don't wanna make mistakes. They don't wanna make any mistakes. They wanna see this through, and you know what I mean. They're playing very very cautious, and being very very cautious is that it can be a weakness. Because when people know that you are intimidated, when people know that you are being afraid, that is when they attack you more, man. If they know you're big, bad, mighty, and bold, and you know what I mean, nobody gonna run up on you. So Arsenal is being so careful, like they're being so cautious, where they being cautious is kind of coming back to biting them in the bee. But that was a very, very, very good display by Manchester United. And Manchester United, they are big team crushers. I always tell my friends who are Manchester United fans that, yeah, that's one thing I can give to you guys is that you guys know how to humble big teams. The teams that are deemed to be below you guys are always the one who give you a hard time. But when it comes to big games, man, you guys always show up. I don't like y'all, but hey, I'll just tell you the truth. It's the truth. Thumbs up, man. And I wanted a draw, to be honest. I wanted a draw. But, it's also good that Arsenal get their ass whooped. Because Arsenal was acting a little bit too crazy, as if they are the one. We all know that Arsenal not going to win Premier League because that's not a Premier League performance. That's not Premier League, attitude. You can't, this wave that they on, yeah, it ain't gonna work this time around. This gonna be 4 or 5 year straight number 2, and maybe they come number 3 this year. Who to tell? So that lead to say, do you think that Michael is the man for the job? Let me know what you think in the comments below. He played games. He won big games. Tactically, he seems like he know exactly what he's doing because he coming from the Fergie camp. So I mean, maybe he's the man for the job. Maybe they're just gonna give him the job. Let's see how that turns out. All right. All right. Moving on to Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea. Yeah, we kind of push Crystal Barrel. I say Crystal Barrel. We kind of push Crystal Palace into a barrel and kind of rolling them down the hill, you know. And I cannot feel bad for Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know that football is money. It is a business. You know what I mean? And it is a very very lucrative sport for both owners and players, right? Investors. But take this into consideration. Crystal Palace is a team that seemingly building. They were looking so good. And what had happened? They sold their players who let they win Community Shield and let they win what FA Cup. You know, they sold, they bred these players, let they come to, you know, have some value, and then they trade them for the value. And now what happened? The team is in the bottom half. I mean, they're not too far out from the relegation zone. So who knows? Maybe Crystal Palace get relegated this season. Crystal Palace, who won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, they anytime a team going up against Crystal Palace last season and the season before, you know, you can expect fierce competition. The only person left there now is Mateta, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be gone in summer. You know what I mean? They sold, you know, Olise, Eze, the players who are kind of holding it to get together. Then how you expect you're gonna win? You're gonna have to start all over again. You know what I mean? And that is where the business of the football comes in. The owners, they see money. You know what I mean? I mean, do you really think they care about us, the fans? Maybe not. They care about their money. We sell this player. We sell this player. We don't care if they're our better player. We are making a big profit. You know what I mean? And the profit that they are trying to make, what is it? Is it they using that profit to, they want money to make a better stadium? They want what is it? But you know, they don't see football, they see money. But it's a good win for Chelsea. We definitely needed that victory, and I am so excited for it. Very very good display, man. Estevao, oh, lightning. Very very good team play overall. We were set up good tactically. I mean, so we deliver, and if we can bring this positivity into our next game and our next game, you know, that's Chelsea building. You know what I mean? And I like the way how the players look. They look comfortable. The players are giving their all. You know what I mean? And you see that samba flair that's going on in Chelsea. Yeah, that was gonna get us far. And I really hope that Chelsea kind of, you know, even though we give them these big contracts, hopefully during the contract, because I'm pretty sure there's selling clause in there and all that stuff. So hopefully we don't try to sell these players, man, and we just hold these young talent and they're doing good, and we just build on that with them instead of trying to trade them out for money. You know what I mean? Trade them out, because right now, you know, our squad value a lot of money. So hopefully we can keep our players and make the most feared team in Europe. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna touch on the one and only Liverpool. That Liverpool Bournemouth match. Oh my goodness. So for a second, I was watching the game, and then in the 94th minute, because I think it was 5 minute extra time. So I was like, all right, it's done. So I get up and leave it. Like literally within a second after I get up, I walk outside. I get a text message on my phone, man. And I had I didn't even saw the goal in real time because I thought the game was done. I thought the game was done. And man, I'm telling you, this long throw thing, man. Oh, this long throw is causing havoc. Yeah, this long throw into the box, it's causing havoc, man. And Liverpool succumb. Yeah. So Liverpool slip out of the top four, slip out of the top five because now they're sitting six. So the problem still continuing with Liverpool. In all honesty, Mohamed Salah was nowhere to be found. He get an assist. Yeah, that little cheeky assist to Sabasai. But other than that, yeah, the entire team was looking flat. And they get caught. They score two goals, equalize, take the lead, blah, 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 rah, rah, rah. But at the end of the day, they lose. And I don't know. Do you think that the coach going to get fired at the end of the season? Or you think Liverpool just going to say, hey, you know what? We are building. We giving him another chance or two more chances or whatever. But I think that after this season, if he don't get Champions League, I think they're gonna let him go. That's what I think. But Liverpool is not looking confident. They're not looking good. They are not Liverpooling at all, and they are the defending champions, and they're not looking like it at all. Liverpool is struggling, and it's not that they don't have talent, man. Liverpool is packed with talent. I just feel like it's just something with the structure of the team, what the coach is telling them. And maybe the players are not playing for the coach because, maybe his philosophy, his ideas is not really aligned with the players that are there. I don't know. But I just feel like the players should be playing to save themselves, the embarrassment. But at this time in football, that players do have power. You put them out on the field, they can give you a 50, or they can give you a 40, or they can give you 100%. Depends on how the relationship you have with them. They're not, they're getting their money. They're gonna be there, or if you sell them or whatever, they're gonna play football. They're gonna do the things that they like, but players can really despite the coach, and I just feel like this coach at Liverpool is just not good enough. I just feel like he's just not good enough, but it's not none of my business. They can keep him. Also, I was talking about Arsenal. Would Arsenal drop the catch with Manchester United? But just to touch back a little bit on that, I think that this is Arteta peak. He's back. There's no further. There's no end room. You know what I mean? So in order for Arsenal to win something, they're gonna have to change him because this is the peak. He got, you know what I mean. When you give it your all, and this is it. This is it. No more to go. No more. So that is it for him. And at his peak, all of his idea, all of his everything that he's drawn it's only worthy for a second place. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like the only way Arsenal gonna even have a chance is with the group of players, of course. They're gonna have to bring in a different idea, a different coach. Arteta tried, but this is it. He stuck, he buck. But that's their business. Chelsea is doing good and we looking good. The coach, he always has some nice thing to say. He's not getting tricked by the media by saying things that he don't want. He's just kind of put the focus on the team instead of putting the focus on him. And that is very, 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 very smart of you. He's not taking credit for nothing. You know what I mean? It is the team, which is right. Yeah. So it seems like the players, they do respect him, and Chelsea is moving into a positive way. We like that. Okay, we're not gonna even touch on the other results around the Premier League for the weekend. No, I have to touch on Aston Villa. Just say Aston Villa. Brentford was flying high and we kind of clipped their wing, so we kind of make it easier for Aston Villa to kind of just come in and beat them. Yeah, so Aston Villa had a good victory. Manchester City had their good victory too, and that leads the 4 point gap between them and Liverpool. So I mean, not Liverpool, Arsenal. Why am I talking about Liverpool like I want Liverpool come up? So that kind of leave them the 4 point gap because I mean, and that goal by Bundy, oh boy, it was a very, very good game. And Aston Villa deserved that victory. But let's see. As I said, I don't think Aston Villa really gonna make it in the top four. I think they're gonna fall too. That's just my wish, which is kind of it's kind of harsh, but that's just my wish. As long as I finish in the top four, I don't think I can. I'm not competing for the championship anymore, for the title anymore. So I just need Champions League next season. I will satisfy with that, to be honest. Because realistic speaking, I don't think I'm in the title race. Yeah, sad to say, but it's gonna be hard to overcome that deficit. It's not an easy task at this time because we're 23 games in. It's not easy. So yeah, here we go, man. We wrap up this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow the movement at Gossip Goalpost everywhere. Gossip Goalpost on Instagram. Gossip Goalpost at YouTube, and also I'm on TikTok too. Goalpost Gossip. Yeah, and this is the podcast where football meets banter. I'm your host, Alton, checking out. Peace.